Good morning to all of you. Can you hear me? Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We will wait for a few minutes, and after that, when all of you join to this lecture, we will start our lecture. It's almost 5 minutes after 10. So 29, 28 students have joined to this lecture. Okay, so we will wait for 1 or 2 minutes, and after that, we will start our lecture. Okay, so we will start our lecture. I will share the screen. So I have shared you a screen. Is this screen visible to all of you? Just take a screen here.
Yes, sir.
So we will proceed then. So in the last lecture, we have learned that what is adjective and what are its types. Okay, so uh, in the brief or in the short, we'll summarize that and we will start our further unit. Okay, so in the last lecture we have discussed about the adjective. So adjective is the word which tells additional information or which modifies the noun. Okay, so if there is an example, uh, it is a picture. Okay, so if we tell more information about that picture, what type of picture is that, what kind of picture is it, so we have to use their adjective. Okay, so it may be beautiful picture or it may be ugly picture. Okay, so these are called as adjectives, and adjective have adjectives have five types. Okay, they are: first is adjective of quantity, adjective of quality, adjective of number, interrogative adjective, and demonstrative adjectives. So in the last lecture we have discussed about them. Okay, so first is adjective of quantity. So these type of adjectives, when we use them to uh, to indicate or to show how much quantity is there, or adjectives which inform us the amount of noun. Okay, how much amount of noun is there, that is informed by these type of adjective. So that is why they are called as adjective of quantity. That is why they are called as adjective of quantity. Yes, we can find these type of adjectives by asking question beginning with how much. Okay, so let's example. Let's see its example. There is some water in the pond. Okay, so some, little, few, enough, more, much. These are called as adjective of quantity. Then the next type of adjective is adjective of quality. So these are the adjectives which indicate quality of a person, thing, or any living or non-living animal or thing. Okay, so how to identify these type of adjectives? We have to find them by asking the question beginning with what kind of. Okay, so if there is an example, Rahul is an honest boy, if we want to sort out the adjective from this sentence, so we have to ask the question starting with what kind of. Okay, so what kind of boy Rahul is, so it will answer honest. Okay, so these are the examples. Then in the uh, next type of adjective is adjective of number. So these are related to the numbers. Okay, these are related to the numbers. That is why they are called as adjective of number. Adjectives which indicate number is called as adjective of number. So how to find them? They can be found by the questioning or question starting with how many. Okay, so if there is a sentence like four people came in the office today, so if we want to find out the adjective of number, we have to ask question starting with how many. How many people came in the office today? We have to ask this question. Then it will answer 4. That is why it is called as adjective of number. Then the fourth type of adjective is interrogative adjective. Okay, so these are the adjectives which can be identified by interrogative word. Okay, so WH word which are used along with noun to ask question are called as interrogative adjective. So the interrogative adjectives are the WH words which came along with the noun. Okay, that is why they are called as adjective. Let's see example. Which book do you want? So here, which is the interrogative adjective which came along with the book, which is a noun. Okay, noun in the sentence. So that is why these are called as interrogative adjective. So what, how many interrogative adjectives are there? The every word or each and every word that is starting with WH word is called as interrogative adjective. And what is the difference between interrogative adjective and interrogative pronoun? When WH word came along with noun, then it is called as interrogative adjective. And when it came along with the uh, came along with the verb, then it is called as interrogative pronoun. Okay, this is the major difference between two of these. So interrogative adjectives are the WH word which come along with the or which are used along with the noun, and interrogative pronouns come along with the verbs, helping verbs. Okay, so this is the difference. Then in the then we have discussed about the last type of adjective, that is demonstrative adjective. So these are 4 in number. Okay, this, that, these, those. So words like this, that, those used along with the noun are called as demonstrative adjectives. And the words this, that, these, those, when they are used along with the helping verb, then they are called as demonstrative pronouns. So this is the difference between demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns. So we have discussed all of these types of adjectives and we were at the exercise. Okay, so let's, yes, also the difference between demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun is the 4 words this, that, these, those are used as demonstrative pronouns as well as demonstrative adjectives. The only difference in their position in sentence. So when their position changes, the their class or their type is or their part of speech changes. Okay, so when their position changes, they are used either as an adjective or as an pronoun. Okay, so this is the difference. Only difference is the position in the sentence. And one more difference is I have discussed about it. Demonstrative adjectives are used before nouns in a sentence. For example, this book is mine. When this came before a noun, then they are called as demonstrative adjective. And when this came before a verb, helping verb, then it is called as demonstrative pronoun. Okay, So next is the example of demonstrative pronoun. This is my book. This is my book. So this came before helping verb, that is. So this is the difference between two of these. Okay. So let's see the forms of adjective. Okay. There are three forms of adjectives, and these forms are: first is positive, second is comparative, and third is superlative. So three forms of adjectives are there in the English language. And first is positive, its comparative is different, and its superlative is different. Okay, so in the positive, if we see that, or if we want to discuss about the positive, let's see the example. If uh, positive, in the positive there is the form of adjective, that is, if you want to discuss about good. Okay, so if good is the positive degree, then its comparative adjective will be better. Okay, and the superlative would be best. Okay, so good, better, best. So good is the positive, better is the comparative, and the best is the superlative. Then the next is many or much. In the positive degree, in the comparative degree, it will be more, and in the superlative, it will be most. Okay, so much or many, in comparative degree it will become more, and in the superlative it will be the most. Okay, so many, more, most, good, better, best. Then if we want to talk about the beautiful, here we can't add er or est suffix to this type of adjective. Okay, so we will use the either we will use rather more and most before that adjective to do its comparison. Okay, so beautiful, more beautiful, and the most beautiful. Then the next is the bad. Okay, bad is the adjective, its comparative would be worse, and its superlative would be the worst. Okay, so bad, worse, worst. Okay, bad is the positive, then its comparative degree is the worst, and its superlative would be the worst. Okay, so this is the difference. Then the next is the high. Okay, in positive degree we will use high, in the comparative it will be the higher, and in the superlative it will be the highest. Okay, so high, higher, highest is the forms of adjective in positive, comparative, and superlative. So this is about the forms of adjectives. uh, let's see one more example. If we want to talk about the polite. Okay, so if the positive is the polite, positive comparison or positive adjective is the polite, then its comparative will be the more polite, and its superlative will be the most polite. Okay, and not polite uh, or er suffix or est suffix is added to the words. Okay, so this is about the forms of adjectives. Then okay, so let's see the exercise below in this slide. There are 4 images, and you can compare them. You can compare them and you can find out its adjective. Okay, so first is the emoji of face. Okay, and which is a smiling face. That is why we can use happy as the adjective for the first image. Okay, then the next image is the sad image. Okay, because uh, here the we can see that that face or emoji is of a sad person. Okay, that is why we will use here sad as an adjective. Then the next image or next picture is of a bird, uh, which is a fat bird. Okay, we can see that it is a fat bird. Just for a minute. Okay, so it is a fat bird. Okay, so we will use here fat as an adjective, and there is a thin or slim bird uh, in the next picture. So we will use here slim as an adjective. Then in the next slide, there is a picture of uh, a girl. Okay, so a girl's picture is there, and in the next picture there is a picture of ugly woman. Okay, so we can use here two adjectives. Yes, they have highlighted ugly, nice, beautiful, or bad. Okay, so here for the first picture we will use beautiful as the adjective. Okay, and for the next to it, the picture next to it is the picture of a beach. Okay, we can call it in Marathi chetkin. Okay, chetkin type तसं. So here we can use ugly as a adjective. Then there are two ladders. Okay, there are two ladders. uh, First is very long ladder. Okay, that is why we will use here a long as an adjective. And in the next picture next to it there is a picture of a short ladder. Okay, so we will use here a short. Okay, so yes, this is about the one. Yes, this is about the exercise. Okay, so the next picture there is two mushrooms. Okay, so what kind of adjective we'll use here? There are four options: tall, high, short, and small. Okay, so for the first mushroom we will use here yes. For the first picture, which adjective is suitable for the first picture? आवाज येत नाही का माझा? Yes,
Yes, yes, sir.
आवाज येतोय का?
You're audible. Yes,
मग सांगा फर्स्ट पिक्चरला कुठला ऍडजेक्टिव्ह सुटेबल होईल? There are two mushrooms. So
Tall.
we'll use yes, tall. Yes, we'll use for the first picture tall, and for the next to it is a short mushroom. Okay, so yes, there are some pictures and we have to identify, or we have to uh, give the adjective, what kind of adjective we will use. Okay, so we will move further. In the summary, let's see, or let's summarize what we have studied. So we have studied that adjective are the words which tells additional information about noun, and the types of adjectives are adjective of quantity, quality, number, interrogative adjective, and demonstrative adjective. Okay, so in this way we have completed the fifth adjective, that is add fifth part of speech, that is adjective. So let's see the next part of speech, which is the preposition. Okay, preposition, we can say that preposition. Okay, so let's see its definition. A preposition is a word used to link nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words within a sentence. Okay, so what uh, preposition works, or how preposition works, or what why we use it. It is used to connect or link nouns, pronouns, or phrases. Okay, so a preposition is a word used to link nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words within a sentence. Okay, so they act to connect the people, objects, time, and locations of a sentence. Okay, so how they act? They act to connect the people, objects, time, and locations of a sentence. So if there are uh, people or objects or times or locations in a sentence, to link them we will use preposition. Okay, so prepositions are usually short words. These are the short words. Okay, these are not long words, and they connect or they link the other words with the nouns or pronouns or phrases. Okay, so prepositions are the usually are the short words, and they are normally placed directly in front of nouns. Okay, normally they are used before the nouns. Okay, in front of the nouns. So let's see and use them in the example. Let's see examples. I saw a man in the garden. Okay, I saw a man in the garden. So in this example, in is the preposition. Okay, which comes in front of noun. Okay, or noun phrase. Okay, I is the pronoun, saw is the verb, a man is a noun, but uh, a man is a noun phrase, but it is the uh, adjective. Okay, no, it is the object. Okay, and in the garden is the uh, complementary part. Okay, so in here is used to link the garden with other sentence. Oh, okay, so I saw a man. Where did I see a man? If we ask the question, it will answer in the garden. Okay, so in is used as a preposition to connect the garden with the other sentence. Okay, so that is why in is called as the preposition, and the garden is a noun phrase. Because why is it so? Here garden is a noun and the is the modifier. Okay, and that is why the garden is known as a, or it is called as a noun phrase. Okay, so in here works as a preposition. The next example is wait for a minute. So see the next example. He met me at 10 o'clock. Okay. So he met me at 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock is the noun phrase. Okay. Or 10 here works as an adjective of number. Okay. At what time? At a 10 o'clock. So uh, for joining the phrases to each other, or for joining a phrase with other sentence, we use preposition. Okay, so at here, works as a preposition. Okay, see the next example. Third example, a glass was broken by him. Okay, so a glass was broken by him. So by here works as a preposition. Okay, by. So in, at, by, here in these examples, these are the joining words. Okay, they join the other words or other phrases with the main part of a sentence. Okay, a glass was broken, but who? By who? By him. Okay, so by here works as a preposition. Then the next example, see the next example. The book is on the table. The book is on the table. So on here indicates or shows the position of that book. Okay, so for showing position or for indicating the position of the object, for showing the location of the object or thing, we use a preposition. Okay, so on the table, it shows the location of the book which is on the table. That is why on here is the preposition. Yes. So let's see the next slide. Yes, there are types of prepositions. Okay. So 5 types of prepositions are there in the sentence. Okay. So let's discuss about them. Here only 3 minutes have left for this meeting. So we will join once again for after 3 minutes. Please join once again to this meeting and I will take your attendance. Okay. So uh, after 3 minutes, our meeting will be closed. But you will have to do one thing. You will have to join once again to this meeting. Okay. So 34 have joined in this first session. I will expect all of you to join once again to the meeting. Okay. After 3 minutes, it will be closed. So once again, you have to join to this meeting. So we are discussing about the types of prepositions. Okay. So there are 5 types of prepositions and they are first is preposition of time. So these are related to the time. Okay. And the next type is the preposition of place. Okay. So these are the prepositions we use to indicate or to show or to demonstrate the place of a thing or person or object. Then the next is the preposition of manner or means. Preposition of manner means in what type or in what manner that incident is happening. Okay, that incident is happening. So that is indicated by the preposition of manner. Then the next is preposition of reason. So for the reason, these type of prepositions are used. And to show the direction, fifth type is preposition of direction. So this is used for showing the direction. Okay. So these are the five types of prepositions. These are the five types of prepositions.